全てを取り戻す。死ねぞこんな意味。
20 years ago, Kazuya lost to Heihachi and was thrown into the mouth of a volcano. A few days later, he was brought back to life by G Corporation, a biotech firm making revolutionary advances in the field of biogenetics research. With G Corporation's aid, Kazuya investigated the biomechanics of the devil gene within him by subjecting himself to various experiments. Kazuya believed that once he unlocked and controlled the power of the devil gene, he would be powerful enough to defeat Heihachi and destroy the Mishima Zaibatsu. 20 years later, the Tekken forces attacked G Corporation's facility and stole their research data. Kazuya was also targeted in the attack. Kazuya was infuriated by Heihachi's interference once again. He was determined more than ever to exact his vengeance. Kazuya was not fooled by the sudden announcement of the King of Iron Fist Tournament 4. He knew that it was a trap orchestrated by Heihachi to lure him out. Despite this knowledge, Kazuya enters the tournament. This is his chance to defeat Heihachi.
Hey everyone, welcome back with Bino Mac, where today we're going to continue our playthrough of Tekken 4. As you can see, I tried to just get the bits of that intro in where it just shows Kazuya and Heihachi's little feud that they got going on here. I think it's more of a side story, to be honest. You know, nothing really important to the plot, but yeah, so essentially from Tekken 2, ooh, got me a perfect. Since Tekken 2, Kazuya, you know, he lost. He got defeated in a battle with his father, Heihachi, and, you know, Heihachi threw him into a volcano, you know, as you do, and took back control of the Mishima Zaibatsu that Kazuya won from Heihachi because he won the first tournament. Kazuya was brought back to life, as you've seen. You know, that whole prologue kind of explained all the missing pieces. You know, Kazuya amazingly was not in Tekken 3. You know, they actually took risks like that back in the day. But like I said last video, I'm not going to complain about things, you know. Right now, we're going to be starting some of the story, you know, some of the main story fights of this main story arcade playthroughs of this game. First off, we're starting with Kazuya. I think it's just not only is he like the starting character you get in this game, but I just think that it's kind of the best place to start the story. At least in my opinion, I think it's what makes most sense. And we're here to go through his little redemption arc here. And although it kind of does seem like Kazuya is the protagonist here, you know, he might seem like he's actually in the right. Him and Heihachi are both very selfish guys here, folks. So they're both fighting for their, to essentially rule the world. We'll get a little bit more into why Heihachi is joining the fights later on in a different playthrough when we actually go through as him. I'm not sure if I'm going to play as him or Jin first. But this game, this was back when the Mishimas, you know, fighting, and, you know, the three of these guys, Jin, who was betrayed by Heihachi last game, you know, he's the grandson of Heihachi, the son of Kazuya, more than likely the bastard child. And then the three of these guys meeting in one game, I mean, that was clearly not heard of in Tekken around the time this game came in, and that was really freaking close. I mean, I wouldn't have died, but I would have taken would have been a healthy chunk off my life bar if I was stupid enough to get hit with that. But thankfully, I can keep my sanity.
You win.
As you can see, I'm just kind of tearing through people. Like I said, I'm only playing this on the normal difficulty, the default difficulty that we're given in this game. I'm not, you know, this super big expert. And if you're getting a little upset because I haven't been getting my butt whooped, well, just wait a little bit longer. Like I said, with all these story characters, I don't actually really play as Kazuya. That's my brother's favorite characters, Kazuya and Steve, honestly. And then, you know, Kazuya, Jin, and Heihachi are the 3 story characters I'm going to play as previously mentioned. And I've actually gone out of the way to learn a few of Kazuya's combos, so... There's a few moves I'm a bit iffy on, but damn, she keeps parrying the fucking shit out of me. Bitch. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and do this so hopefully I'm not looking like a total ass and I can pull off a few moves, some power moves, some combos and stuff like that. So rate me how I work out and if you'd like on my skill. I spent about maybe 10-20 minutes in the training room here. I don't do those tutorial things. They only show you like 20 moves in this game. It was an interesting concept. I think if they expanded on that, I think it could have been something cool to have in future games, a tutorial mode, which I think is just called training in this game. So technically I was just practicing. But they really only give you the most basic of ideas of all the characters' movesets in this game. I'm assuming they stopped doing it because they gave so many moves to all the characters in these games later on. Jeez. Marduk with that freaking powerful kick. Marduk used to be actually one of my favorite characters as a kid, just because he was so big and he kind of had the attitude of a professional wrestler. A lot of people compare him to Goldberg. I kind of never really seen that. I can kind of get it, but I feel like he looked different and acted a lot more different than Goldberg. But yeah, he was kind of like the Val Tudo fighter, and like, yeah, he had a lot of wrestling style moves you would see in the WWE, so that was why he was one of my favorites. But nowadays, he's just a little too slow for my liking. It was also why I wasn't very skilled at beating the computers in these games, because I only had like 3 moves I would try and spam the whole time. Now I have at least 5, the 5 moves of Doom. Hwoarang is actually kind of a fucking bastard in this game. I don't remember him being bad in later entries, but in this game, you know, he kind of just shit like that. Like, he's just very good at dodging my moves, and then he's better at dodging moves than Steve in this game, just because of all his stance changes. It's amazing.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, that's right. You're not on my level, so you're going down a peg, pal. A lot of times you'll see in this game that's kind of annoying is you'll see the AI is kind of a defensive AI, so it's probably some of the better AI in playing games. You know, it's not totally cheap, but it is annoying when it feels like you're kind of waiting for your opportunity to strike, and they're kind of defensive and like to parry your moves or stuff like that. But I'm assuming to a pro player they just say, hey, Jesus Christ, that headbutt dodge. He tried to do it again. But I'm sure to like a pro player they're like, oh, come on, bro, you're good, competitive, yada yada. And it's just all about, you know, timing and stuff like that. I can tell you right now, as much as I like these games, I can do some good dodges every now and then. I have never been good at fighting games, 3D ones especially, in which I can time myself fast enough. The tournament officials sent Kazuya a message. The winner of round 7 by default is Kazuya Mishima. Please proceed to the final stage. Though Kazuya sensed Heihachi's hand and Jin Kazama's disappearance, a fearless grin crept upon his face as he headed towards the final stage. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm saying Kazuya, some people pronounce it Kazuya, some pronounce it Kazuya. Tekken has never been consistent with a few things, and one of them is its language. It's kind of cool nowadays that everybody speaks their native language, but it kind of raises the question of how they understand each other. But naming is also something that's never been consistent much. So, like what I mean by that is, you know, Kazuya, tomato, tomato, Kazuya, Kazuya. Jeez, I can't even get my own jokes down right. Oh, I was so close. Another one is Hwoarang. I think the technical pronunciation is Hwoarang, but for whatever reason, just the game itself. In this one in particular, I mean, like, they say Hwoarang whenever you pick them on the select screen, but then immediately, as you see in the prologue, if you checked out that episode, which if you haven't, you should, they also refer to them as Hwoarang. So I don't know, like, what the deal with that is. Sometimes, Hwoarang, Hwoarang, how wrong you are. Like, they refer to them as all sorts of different terms. And I feel like there's a few other characters. I think sometimes it's Asuka, Kazama, stuff like that. So there's a lot of... They're never usually consistent with their names in this series. Sometimes I think it's Jin, sometimes it's Jin. Heihachi led Kazuya deep within the Mishima Zaibatsu compound. A massive temple stood in the midst of a forest enshrouded in fog. The two entered the building. Now this is Hanmaru, I think it's pronounced. I believe it would show up in later games. It has some sort of significance. I can't remember what it is, but it's a pretty big deal in the Tekken landscape.
やはりこの者に宿っておったか。我が親友。貴様、誰じゃ。我は貴様らがデビルと呼ぶ存在。20年前貴様に殺されかけた時に分離した我が半身をこやつから取り戻す。今こそ我が復活の時。おかげで手間一つ省けた。褒美に我が力を味わわせてやろう。どうした？貴様らの科学で我を研究し尽くしたのではないのか。なぜ変わらぬ。風間とやらの力。和也貴様、なぜ。まさか。なるほど。力の統合にこんな手もあったとは。貴様の出番もここまでだ。俺の中で溶けてゆくがいい。あとは貴様を殺せば全て俺のものだ。目覚めろ、風間陣。
Jeez, folks. First time he's freaking seeing his dad, and that's what he has to say. That is what he has to say to his dad the first time he met him.
Round one.
That grinds my freaking gears, I tell you what, folks. Goodness me. See, people, they say that, oh, what do men do in society, this or that. This is the effects of when a son is not is missing a father. This is the effects of society has when a son does not get raised by a father, only a single mother. A disrespectful little brat.
You win.
So I'm gonna tell you guys what, as you can see, as what I just did, I just administered some discipline. Probably the first discipline he ever had in his life, for that matter. And he's gonna get a little more of the spanky panky wankies. Yeah, he's done. He's done. Just for that, I'm sealing the devil gene in your body. I'm gonna become a god now. But yeah, damn. All right, maybe this isn't over. But yeah, the whole thing here with is I forget how it was. I believe Kazuya, I forget if he made a deal with the devil or something like that, or I know his mom had the devil genes. Like, it's been a while since I played Tekken 7, so I'm a little, I'm not exactly up to my war here. Holy shit. God damn it, no! Oh. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, you know, essentially, Kazuya, you know, Jin inherited the, devil gene from Kazuya.
Fight.
So now he is stuck with it despite not wanting to have anything to do with it, and he can't control it very well, poor Jin. However, Kazuya, you know, he's fully embracing it, and that's why we have to defeat and kill Jin so we can, you know, fully power and become the ultimate life form. But yeah, how it worked was in Tekken 2, Kazuya ended up hooking up with Jin's mom. You know, it was out of wedlock. You know, there was no, they did not get married, so I probably used that term wrong now I think about it. So yeah, it's one of those things where they try and make Jun, you know, Jun, who is Jin's mom, you know, all this innocent sweetheart or whatever. No, we know that, you know, she's just like any other woman, fella. She's seen the Chad that was Kazuya, you know, the bad boy. You know, she's seen frickin', you know, nice guy Bayek in the tournament too. But, you know, she went with the badass, you know, the Chad, the Sigma male, as they call him. And, you know, she probably put it under the pretense of, oh, I can change him. Horse shit. She wanted a wild ride, you know, the forest girl. She's not as innocent as she seems, and, you know, of course, Kazuya was thrown in the volcano, so he actually had a valid excuse for not being there, but, you know, Jun unfortunately got pregnant from that, and along came the spoiled brat known as Jin. That's all for today, folks, so thank you so much for watching. Next week's video, I'm probably going to play as either Jin or Heihachi, so stay tuned to see which one that's going to be. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Above all else, though, please remember to have a nice day.